Hello everyone, I welcome you all in this tutorial. Today I am going to show you next component. We have already seen how to prepare models for footstep bearing, then we have seen Oldham's coupling, then we have seen knuckle joint. Okay, so after that next component is fast and loose pulley. Okay, so first of all I will explain you how, for what purpose it is used, that means fast pulley and loose pulley, where it is used. It is not that they are two separate components, it is only one component only, fast and loose pulley. So where it is used, now what do you mean by pulley and how it is used. Okay, so it will be better for you if you understand the concept behind using it, then it will be better for, or it will be easier for you to understand its modeling or preparing actual fast and loose pulley on Fusion 360 software. Okay, so basically I think you know pulley. Okay, what do you mean by a pulley? So this is a, let's suppose this is called as a pulley. Okay, so this is a circular wheel like structure is there, where outer part is a flat one. Okay, that means this portion is flat. Okay, so it is called as generally rim of a pulley. Then central part which is connected to, let us suppose, shaft, it is called as a hub. Okay, and in order to connect this hub with the rim, some solid arrangement is made. Okay, it is called as a arc. Okay, that number of arcs may vary depending upon the type and use of a pulley. Okay, so in this current video there are only 4 parts. Cut view of that pulley is shown. So generally this rim is total circular 360 degree, and also hub is also complete. Okay, and number of arms may vary from 4, 3 or any as per the requirement. Okay, so generally where it is used, this fast pulley and loose pulley. Okay, so generally what do you mean by fast pulley and what do you mean by a loose pulley? Okay, so generally whenever this hub of the pulley, or that means this whole pulley, is rigidly attached with the central shaft. Okay, so circular central shaft will be there. This is not shown in this picture, it is of only pulley only. But whenever this pulley is connected rigidly with the shaft with the help of a key, okay, so it is called as a fast pulley. Okay, that means whenever the shaft is going to rotate, also pulley will rotate with that. Okay, and loose pulley means what? There is no connection between the rigid connection between the shaft and pulley. Okay, that means if the shaft is rotating, pulley will not be rotating. Okay, that means there is no any interconnected motion between the shaft and pulley. Okay, so that kind of pulley is called as a loose pulley. Okay, now how it is used. Okay, so let us suppose this shaft is there. Okay, and this another shaft is there. Okay, so this is called as a driving shaft. That means what? Motion, or let us suppose this is an engine shaft. Okay, engine output shaft is this, it is called as a driving shaft. Okay, and to this shaft one pulley is attached. Okay, it is attached with the help of a key. Okay, so whenever this shaft is going to rotate, this pulley is also going to rotate. Okay, so it is called as a driving pulley because the motion is originated over here. Okay, so it is called as a driving pulley, and this is the another shaft. So as per the requirement, we want to transmit motion from this shaft to this shaft. That means whenever this shaft is rotating, as per our requirement, we want this shaft to be rotating or stop. Okay, so whenever we want to transmit the motion, we will make one arrangement, and whenever we want to stop motion transmission, then we will make the another arrangement. Okay, so now how it is achieved with the help of a fast and loose pulley. Okay, so this rectangular portion is nothing but the belt. Okay, so it is made of leather or any rubber material. Okay, I think in the floor mill you have, in the ancient floor mill you have seen the belt drive. Okay, so it is wheel like structure is there, pulley is there, and over that one belt is provided. Okay, so whenever the driving pulley is rotating, so along with that shaft will move, that belt is going to move over the other pulley, and it will also rotate the another pulley. Okay, so it is called as a belt drive. So what will happen now? This is a fast pulley and this is a loose pulley. Okay, so what is going to happen whenever this shaft is rotating, so along with that this pulley is going to rotate. Okay, and one belt is provided from this pulley to another pulley which is fixed on the another shaft. Okay, fixed means it is not fixed with the keyway, it is loose pulley, so there is no any interconnection between this shaft and pulley. Okay, so whenever belt is moving from this pulley to this loose pulley, that means driving pulley to loose pulley, there will not be any motion transmission. Okay, so this pulley will rotate, along with that shaft will rotate, this pulley is also going to rotate, but due to that pulley shaft is not going to rotate. Okay, so that means shaft is stationary. Okay, so in this condition or in this arrangement, motion is not going to transmit. Okay, if I shift this belt from this pulley, loose pulley to fast pulley, okay, that means one mechanism is there that is not shown in this figure. Just understand that these two pulleys are mounted very close to each other. Okay, there is not much gap between that fast pulley and loose pulley. Okay, so whenever this belt is shifted from this loose pulley to fast pulley, okay, so what will going to happen in that case, that shaft is going to rotate, so that's why this driving pulley is rotating, and also along with that belt that fast pulley will also rotate. But now fast pulley is connected with the help of a key to this another shaft. Okay, so whenever this belt is moving to the fast pulley, this shaft will also start rotating. Okay, so as per the requirement, we can shift the belt either on fast pulley or on the loose pulley. That means if we want to transmit the motion or rotate both the shafts, then we will shift that belt to fast pulley over the fast pulley, and if we do not want to transmit the motion, then we can shift it on the loose pulley. Okay, that is the basic use of a fast and loose pulley arrangement. Okay, that means to transmit the motion as and when required. Okay, now this is the sectional view of the assembly. Okay, now this is the total assembly. So how many parts are there, that I will show you. Okay, so this is the complete assembly. In order to better understand, first of all I will show you an animation for the model that I have already prepared. So these are the two pulleys. Okay, this first one is a fast pulley, because if you observe over here, this is connected with the help of a key to this shaft. Okay, and this one is the loose pulley. So if I run this video, you will understand, or you will see the animation, okay, how those parts are connected. So this key is going to come outside, then this fast pulley. So if you observe, this is loose pulley. Okay, and one more component that is called as a bush. So this part is called as a bush. Okay, so it is fitted on the shaft, but there is a loose contact. That means if this bush is going to rotate, there is no any locking between this shaft and bush. Okay, so bush will remain as it is. So whenever the pulley is going to rotate, it is not going to transmit motion to this shaft. Okay, so loose pulley is going to rotate all alone. Okay, and this is one locking arrangement. It is a collar. It is the circular ring part is called as collar, and it is attached to this shaft making use of a screw. Okay, or pin like structure is there. So this is nothing but the arrangement of the fast and loose pulley. Okay, so we need to prepare these parts on the Fusion 360 software. Now how the pulley is. Okay, so this is the basically view for the assembly. Okay, so this is the sectional front view, and this is the side view. Okay, so if you observe, this pulley is there, so it is having 4 arms. Okay, so these are the 4 arms of the pulley, and this outer part is called as a rim. Already I have explained you. Okay, and this central part is called as a hub. Okay, now in order to find out its dimension, you must be able to correlate those two views. Okay, now if you observe, this hatch portion is in the form of a elliptic. Okay, so cross section of this rim portion, or sorry, not rim portion, arm portion is in the form of a elliptic. Okay, so this arm is in the form of a elliptic shape. Okay, it is not circular, though it appear in this diagram. Okay, and now what is this diameter of the shaft? So if you observe over here, this diameter 50. Okay, so this diameter 50 is of nothing but the shaft diameter. Okay, then outside diameter of the hub, if you remember, so this internal diameter, just do not consider these dimensions given on this diagram. Okay, so in our case, this central diameter is 50, then this outer diameter you need to find out from this figure. So this is 95. Okay, so this diameter is 95. Then over here this ellipse is there. Okay, so as this cross section is ellipse, so at this position it is a elliptic. Now major axis is 50 mm and minor axis, if you observe over here, it is 24. Okay, so over here minor axis is given as 24 and major axis is 50. Okay, so now in order to create the pulley, first of all we will start with the central portion, that is a hub of the pulley. Okay, so if you observe, it is having a rotational symmetry along this central axis. Okay, so using revolve feature we can create this hub as a central part. Okay, and how much is the total width, that means along the axis how much is the width of that hub portion. So this total width is, for the hub it is 105, okay, and for the rim that 100 is there, that means width is there, okay. So just do not get confused between width of the rim and width of the hub, okay. For the hub, that means this hatch portion, width is 105, and for the rim portion width is 100, okay. So we want internal diameter as a 50, then external diameter as a 95, then this elliptical portion we need to draw this elliptical portion, and length for the revolve feature, or not length for the revolve feature, total length is 105, okay. So we will draw just this sectional cross section for the hub, and then using revolve feature we will create the central hub portion, okay. So just go to Fusion 360 software. Now as per the orientation we need to select this plane, okay, because whenever we will select this as a axis for revolve, so this will be the orientation of the hub, okay. So just go to this plane, right click on it, go to create sketch mode. Just I will explain this mode. Okay, so we are in the sketch mode now, okay. So we want to draw that sectional portion, okay. So first of all, start with the line option, line command, starting with this, okay. Just go over here. So total width we want as a 105, okay. So half of that is 52.5. Now from this total outer diameter is 95, okay. So half of that is 47.5. Press enter. Again go to line option, then again 105 total. Now we will come back to 47.5 minus 25, okay, because we want this much height, okay. So this is 47.5 radius and this one is 50, that means radius is 25, okay. So 47.5 minus 25, 47.5 minus 25, and we will connect it over here, okay. Then we will draw a circle over here of diameter 24, okay. Let us draw a circle of diameter 24. Okay, now we will remove the unwanted portion. Okay, so this one is the cross section that we want. Now finish the sketch mode. So this is the cross section of the hub that we have provided, okay. Now use revolve feature, okay. So this is the profile. Now select the axis for the rotation, this. Okay, so using this central axis we have revolved this hub. Now press OK. So this is nothing but the hub of the pulley that we have created. Okay, now next we want to prepare a rim. Okay, then we will join that hub with the rim with the help of an arm. Okay, so now for this one, if you observe, this total diameter is 375. Okay, that means this circular portion is having radius of 375. Okay, then what is the width of the rim? So it is over 100. Okay, and thickness is 6 over here. Okay, from this portion. So first of all we will draw one circle of diameter 375. Then we will take this distance as 100 and then 6 mm from this point of intersection. Okay, so 375. So again select this place, go to create sketch option, using this as a center, draw 375 diameter, press enter. Okay, we are drawing here cross section of the rim portion. Okay, now just draw one line over here. Again select this, draw one line over here, press escape. Now go to dimension option, from this okay, so total we want as a 100. Okay, so half distance should be 50. Similarly on this side also we want 50. Press enter. Okay, now we will draw one more line over here, press escape. Now we want to place one point over here on this intersection. We will undo this. So we have placed one point at this intersection. Now use dimension feature, or first of all we will fix this point. Okay, then using dimension feature, from this point we will give dimension as a 6 mm. Okay, like this. And again we want to draw one circle of diameter 18. Okay, half circle of diameter 18 over here. Okay, so again go to circle, press enter. Now we want to remove unwanted portion, so just go to trim option, okay. Now finish this sketch mode. So if you observe, we have drawn this cross section of the rim. Okay, now again using revolve feature, select axis as a this one, so we will get this rim. Okay, finish sketch. So we have prepared this hub and this rim. Okay, now we want to connect this hub with the rim. Okay, so for that purpose, as I have shown you, okay, so this cross section of the rim is elliptical, okay, and it is not constant because at the base or at near the hub the major axis is 50, okay, and at the rim major axis is 36. Similarly, minor axis is here 24 and minor axis near the rim is 18. Okay, so we will draw two ellipses at the hub and at the rim. Okay, for dimension for which will be 24 minor axis and 50 major axis, and near the rim 18 minor axis and 36 as a major axis. Okay, so just go over here. Now we can't select directly plane over here. Okay, so with respect to this plane we want to take another plane. Okay, so go to construct offset plane. Now offset plane should be parallel to which plane? Horizontal plane. Okay, that means this xz plane. Okay, and at how much distance? This outer diameter of the hub is 95. Okay, so radius is 47.5. Okay, so at that much distance we want that plane. Okay, so now if you observe, this second plane is at this level. Okay, at this level passing from this point. Okay, so now we will select that plane. Okay, or I will just draw another plane also which is required at the rim. So again go to offset plane option. Now again with respect to this horizontal plane, now instead of giving dimension over here, I will drag this plane as per my requirement. I will drag it up to this point. Okay, so approximate dimension is 174. Okay, so I have dragged it to 174. Now press OK. Now go to this plane and construct a ellipse. Okay, so construct a ellipse of major diameter 50. Major diameter is a 50 and minor diameter as a 24. I think we'll check once again. So it is 24. Minor axis is 24, major axis is 50. Okay, press enter. Okay, so this one rib we have created, sorry, one ellipse we have created. Okay, and on the another plane go to create sketch option. Okay, we want another ellipse. Okay, now here is the major axis 36 and minor axis is 18. Okay, now finish sketch. Now in order to connect these two, sorry, I have mistakenly drawn it on the same plane. undo this. We want this. Finish the sketch mode. Now go to this second plane and now create sketch. Okay, so we will draw ellipse over here. Ellipse. Select the center point. Major axis is 36. Minor axis is 18. Press enter. We'll undo it. We will draw once again. Thirty-six and 18. Okay, so now finish the sketch. So now we have drawn one ellipse over here and one ellipse over here. Okay, so now as the cross section of the rim is not constant, sorry, arm is not constant, so we have drawn these two ellipses. Now using loft option we can connect these two cross sections. Okay, so just go to loft option, select one profile over here and select another profile over here. And press OK. Undo this. Loft. Okay, so using loft option we have selected that two profile planes, and instead of operation cut you should select joint. Okay, so by default it was cut, so that's why it was whole was cut. Now join. Okay, press OK. So in this way we have created a one arm. Okay, so similarly we want four such arms. Okay, because in this our pulley four arms are there. Okay, so instead of again using loft option each and every time for creating four arms, what option we can use? We can make use of a pattern option. Okay, so just go to circular pattern option, then select over here feature, then select this arm from the timeline. Axis should be central axis. Okay, and how many arms we want? We want four arms. Okay, total four arms throughout the 360 degree. Okay, so just press OK. Okay, so in this way we have created all the four arms. Okay, only one thing remaining for this pulley is nothing but we want to cut a keyway over here. Okay, so for this keyway is not, dimensions for key are not provided, so we will take it as per the our convenience. Okay, so just go to this face. Now go to create sketch option. Now we will draw one rectangle over here as per the previously we have created this type of keyway, center rectangle. Place center point over here and let let us suppose cut a keyway of 10 by 8. We will see whether it is okay. So it is enough. 10 by 8 is enough. Okay. So press enter. Finish this sketch mode. Now using extrude cut option, we will cut the keyway. Okay, and we will cut it throughout the length. Okay, because for the fast pulley it is throughout its hub length. Okay, so we will cut it through. So distance should be or extent should be all throughout the hub length. Okay, and operation is cut. Yes, okay. So in this way we have cut the keyway for this fast pulley. Okay, so we have completed the fast pulley. Now we will save it. Okay, so just go to save option. Fast and loose pulley is there. So just enter fast pulley. Save. Now if you observe the another, so loose pulley is same. Okay, only difference is that it is taking time for saving. Okay, so in the loose pulley all other things are different. That means hub is same. That means exactly not same, but only change in the internal diameter. Okay, so this center hatch portion is nothing but the bush. Okay, and outside that there is a loose pulley. Okay, so inner diameter for that hub is 70. Okay, and outer diameter is same as a 95. Okay, and rim is also same. Okay, so we will just make some changes in this pulley and then we will save it as a loose pulley. Okay, so only we want to make a internal diameter as a 70. Okay, so in this case it is 50. So just we will go to create sketch option using this face. Then just draw a circle of 70 mm diameter. Press enter. Okay, finish the sketch mode and extrude. Okay, and we will select this. Okay, so just we will remove this material. Distance should be all. Okay, so by this we have removed the central portion. Okay, so now internal diameter is 70, outer diameter is 95, and all other things are remaining. Okay, so now this is loose pulley. Okay, so you should take care that just do not save it. Okay, just saving will make change in the fast pulley. Okay, so while saving this, just go to file and select the option save as. Okay, and loose pulley. Okay, so it has reduced your work because by making some changes only to the fast pulley you have created the loose pulley. Okay, so now we have created a fast pulley, we have created a loose pulley. These are the pads which I have prepared earlier. So now this is the fast pulley that we have currently made. Okay, then loose pulley is there. Then next portion is what? Just go to another window. Now we will prepare this bush. Okay, so it is very simple. Just cylindrical portion is there. Inner diameter is 50, outer diameter is 70, and length is equal to the length of the hub of the pulley. That means 105. Okay, so just we will make use of a simple extrude feature. Just go to this, go to create sketch option, draw two diameters or two circles, 50, enter. Again draw of diameter 70, press enter, and now extrude it for a distance of, just symmetric option, direction should be symmetric, and total distance should be 105. That is the length of the color required. Press OK. Okay, so just keep in mind that we will use this component for the or we will use this part for the assembly purpose. Okay, so while saving, just convert it into create components from bodies. Okay, just convert it in the form of component and then save it. Okay, so we will save it as a bush. Okay, now next component is this collar. Okay, we will prepare this collar. Okay, so just collar is also simple. Length of the collar is 36, inner diameter is 50 and outer diameter is this 80. Okay, just keep in mind that for collar outer diameter is 80. Okay, and length is 36. Okay, inner diameter 50. So just we will prepare the, and also we want to drill one hole, threaded hole. So just again go to same, create sketch, inner diameter 50, press enter, again 80, press enter, finish the sketch mode, again make use of extrude option, this cross section, symmetric, total distance should be 36, press OK. Okay. Now through this collar we want to drill one hole. Okay, for locking with the shaft. Okay, so it is threaded pin is shown. Okay, of diameter 12. Okay, and it should be on the upper side. Okay, so just we will prepare that. Select this plane, go to create sketch option, circle of diameter 12, press enter, finish the sketch mode. Now we will extrude cut. Okay, extent should be all. Okay, and we will select the option as a cut. So either you can keep it whole as it is or you can make it threaded one. Okay, so just I will keep it as it is right now. It is not needed to make it threaded. You can use simple pin. Okay, that we have similar pin used in the footstep bearing. Okay, if you want to give threads to it, you can give it using make use of a thread option. Okay, over here you can give threads also. Just select this internal face. Okay, and as per the requirement you can give threaded only, but I am right now keeping it as it is. Okay, again save this, make create component from the bodies and save it. Okay, as a collar. Okay, I will not explain you because already you are familiar with now. Now next part is, after this we want to prepare a pin. Okay, so this pin that is required. Okay, so diameter is 12 and this is how much is the thickness, this diameter is 80, that means radius is 40 and here it is 50. Okay, so 25, so 40 minus 25 is 15. Okay, and we will keep 5 mm in the shaft. Okay, so it should be inserted into shaft if you observe here carefully. So this pin, that means this screw like structure is going to enter into shaft also. Okay, so let us consider this 5 mm is there in the shaft and remaining 15 mm, and let us suppose 5 mm on the upper side. Okay, so total length should be 15 plus 5 mm extra and 5 mm in the shaft. Okay, so total 25. Okay, and diameter is 12. So again horizontal plane, create sketch, draw a circle of diameter 12, press enter. So we will finish the sketch mode. Now extrude it of distance 25 total. Press OK. again create a component from it and save it. Okay, and last part which is remaining, we have prepared this fast pulley, then we have created this loose pulley, we have prepared this bush, collar, pin. So two more parts are remaining, that is nothing but the shaft and key. Okay, so we will prepare shaft now. So diameter is 50 and now total length of the shaft. Okay, so you need to calculate the total length. Okay, so if you observe, this 105 is the hub length. Okay, so total distance is this 105 plus for loose pulley 105, so total 210 plus this 36. Okay, and we will keep 10 mm extra on this side, left side, and 20 mm extra on the back side. Okay, so total how much is the distance? This 105 plus 105 is 210. 210 plus 36. Okay, so 246, and this 20 mm on this side and 10 mm on this side. Okay, so 30. Okay, so 246 plus 30. Okay, so total distance is 276. So we will keep it as a 280, let us suppose. Okay, so just go to create this plane, go to create sketch option, draw diameter 50, press enter, finish this sketch mode. Now total length we require 280. Okay, total length should be 280. Press okay. Now we want to cut a keyway over here. Okay, so again select this face, go to create sketch option. Now again draw central rectangle, 10 by 8. Press enter, finish the sketch mode. Now length of the keyway should be how much? We have keep 10 distance on this side. Okay, so this 10 plus 105, that means 115. Okay, that is the length of the keyway which is required. Okay, so using extrude cut, minus 105, sorry, 115. That much distance we want to cut a keyway. Okay, and final thing which is required, we want to drill a hole for this pin which is going to insert commonly into the collar and shaft. Okay, so how much distance it should be? So this 10 plus this 105, this 105. Okay, so 210 combining both pulleys, and then 10 mm on this side. Okay, so 220 and half of the 36, that means how much? 220 plus 18. Okay, so 238. Okay, so at the distance of 238 we want to drill a hole of diameter 12 and depth should be depth should be 5 mm. Okay, now we can't just draw as it is. Okay, so again we will select one offset plane. Okay, so it should be parallel to this plane. Okay, and at a distance of, what is the diameter of the shaft? 50. So at the distance of radius, that is 25. Okay, press enter. So it is at the radius. Okay, that means passing from this. Okay, so just select this plane, go to create sketch. Now we want to drill one hole of diameter 12. Okay, so just place one circle of diameter 12, press enter, then give dimensions at how much distance that we want from of this circle. Okay, so distance should be, we have calculated as a 238 to 238. Okay, so press enter. So this much distance. Finish this sketch mode. Now using extrude cut option, we will drill a hole. So of thickness or height should be -5. Okay, press OK. So if you provide internal threading to collar, same threading you should provide over shaft also. Okay, or you can keep it as it is, just it is for locking purpose. Okay, so this is the shaft. So similarly you can save the shaft also. Okay, so with this we have completed all the parts. That means shaft is there, or no, one more component is required, that means keyway. Key you should prepare. Okay, it is simple again, or just rectangle. You can save the shaft by converting it into component. So just go to again this plane, go to create sketch option, just draw one center rectangle of dimensions 8 mm as a height and 10 mm as a width. Press enter. Okay, finish this sketch mode. Okay, and minimum length of the key required is 105. Okay, so you can keep it as a 105, or if you want to keep it 5 mm extra, so 1110 or 115, all are okay. Okay, so I will prepare the key of 11, let us suppose 10.